At the end of last year, my husband and I decided to try out the Free to Focus methodology from Michael Hyatt. And he has a book called Free to Focus, and he explains his idea on what productivity planning should look like and living by your priorities and making goals for yourself. And one of the things that he recommends is setting about 8 to 10 goals per year and then breaking down which quarter you want to see those goals accomplished. And really only focus on 2 to 3 goals per quarter. So I did this at the end of last year in planning for this year. So I'll share with you the first 2 quarters of goals, since that's what we're reviewing right now. I have my notes here. So I had 3 areas of goals for the first quarter. One was business, and I wrote out, by March 31st, I have launched my life coaching business and generated $5,000 in revenue. I have not met that goal. I did not meet that goal in the first quarter. But it is still a very valid goal for me, and I did start my life coaching business this year, which I'm super excited about. And I'm just in the process of growing that and helping people, and I love what I do. But I have not reached that target goal of revenue. The second goal is a spiritual goal, and this was I will read 1 chapter of the Bible daily for a 70-day streak, beginning on January 1st. I did really, really well on this in the beginning of the first quarter, and I'd say probably the first month of the first quarter, and then probably come February, I started to fall off the bandwagon with that. And it's kind of just as everything happened and we did traveling, like my normal routines got shook up and I did not stick to this as much as I wanted to. So over the past half year, I've probably been consistent maybe half to 3/4 of the time with this, but I definitely didn't meet it in the way that I wanted to. The third goal for the first quarter was a fitness goal, and I wrote, I am physically fit and healthy. I have abounding energy. I can back squat 150 pounds. Isaac and I have a healthy meal plan for 5 days a week, and I drink a certain amount of water daily for a 70-day streak, and then I work out at CrossFit 3 times a week. So again, I've probably achieved maybe 50% of this goal, and again, like I said, 6 months is a really long time, and this was a goal for the first quarter, so I would say that I did not meet it for the first quarter, although the second quarter, I started to meet some parts of this goal. I'm getting to the point now where I have energy, which is super exciting. I've been consistent with attending our workout classes 3 times a week for about the past month and a half, almost 2 months, which is just really, really great. Meal plans and drinking a certain amount of water per day, I have not completed that. Those are habit goals that I haven't accomplished yet, so things to work on still. Those are all the goals from the first quarter. I think I have a couple from the second quarter I will share with you. My 2 goals for the second quarter were to downsize belongings to only what we need and love by the end of June. I did not complete this goal, but it is still a very valid goal for me, and especially with the baby coming, I'm like, okay, I need to get this done now or it's probably just never gonna happen. So I need to lighten the load, pare some things down, get rid of the excess. So that's still on my goal list for this year. The second goal is lead worship twice a month and take a vocal training class. Again, I have not made progress on this goal. So my whole goal sheet, I just want you to know that, like, if you feel like there's people around you that are accomplishing a bunch of goals and you feel bad about yourself, like, this is not meant to be a sob story, but just look, I have not accomplished fully all the goals I've listed out in the past 6 months. That being said, I have taken small steps towards them, and I will continue to revisit them as I look forward to the second half of this year, really refine which goals I want to be focusing on, and continue to make steps towards accomplishing those. So for leading worship, I made a couple steps towards making that happen. My husband and I are thinking about hosting some worship nights at our home where we're able to do that and just do worship and be in the presence of God together and seek His face and take a vocal class. I did have the opportunity of doing this twice, but both times that it happened, I felt like I was focusing on other priorities, i.e. my business, that if I took that class as well as my business class, I wasn't going to be splitting my time and my focus. And I really needed to be putting all my energy into one thing. So I postponed taking the vocal training class, but it's still on my bucket list for this year. And I'm hoping maybe within another month to 2 months, enrollment will open again for that class and I can take some vocal coaching. So I'm really excited about that. But anyways, that wraps up my review of the first half of the year's goals. As I said, I didn't accomplish any of them to the T, but I definitely made progress towards them, and my goals have shaped the direction and the effort and my attention of what I'm doing. Looking ahead to the second half of the year, I'm going to be reviewing the rest of the goals that I have and figuring out which ones I want to be focusing on for quarter 3 and quarter 4. But we'll go into that in another video. The next thing that we want to do in our mid-year review is take a look at the things that didn't go so well. So what were things that we set out to do? It could have been some of those goals that I had set. It could have been some new initiatives or things that we've tried doing in the first half of the year. What worked and what didn't work so well.